It's October 1st, 2020. What I'm doing today is testing out a unlimited battery. The problem I have is that these regular batteries got a circuit in them that limits how much amperage they can kick out, probably to keep them from blowing up. So let me demonstrate that for you. Plug it in. Oh, here's another little problem we're having with some of these batteries, that they're a little bit thicker, only like 1/4 of a millimeter, which is about 10 thousandths. So I have to put this little tail on them to pull them out. They won't pop out like they're supposed to. So anyway, you plug them in, 100% see. Let the light go out, because I've noticed that it's hard to see when this thing is lit up on the camera. Looks perfectly clear to me, but to the camera it's washed out. Ah, damn it, I hit the button. There you go. 100% see. Now watch what happens when I turn it on. See? Shuts off right away. And go over to the multimeter and let me show you what it's showing here. You got 2.53 volts. I'm going to stick it on the charger for a second. And there it is, back up to full power, 8.42 volts. So some of these batteries, like these K-stars, or K-stars, whatever, can run it, and they seem to do just fine. They don't get hot, nothing, except when they're significantly below 100%. Same thing, they shut off before anything happens, before it runs it. So that's why I've taken out the this circuit, but they don't put them in there for nothing. They're probably in there to keep the batteries from exploding, and one of the things that could possibly make them explode, aside from just plain exploding like they often do, or sometimes do I should say, is drawing too much power out of them. So in order to keep from blowing up my entire thing here, I found a use for my old power pack. Taking out the booster and stick that in there. Let's see if it's going to turn on the LED at only 8.4 volts. No, it does not. That's kind of a bummer, because now I don't know if it's going to work or not. Or maybe it isn't connected properly. Let's see. Damn it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. And I've put a hole in this and stuck a thermometer in there. So I'll be able to get an early warning if things are going awry. Alright, what's our temperature at? 78. We have our auxiliary power extension cord plugged in, and plug it into here, turn this on, it's running. Temperature is not going up. Oh yeah, the readout here doesn't work when you're on auxiliary. It goes directly to the battery. So as soon as you plug the battery in, it's telling you how much juice you got. So I wore the mask when I went grocery shopping on Monday, and it worked just fine. It ran for like 2.5 hours off of a half-charged 2-amp Makita battery. Went to several stores, and the mask is a little difficult to put on. Not as easy as, let's say, one of the ones with you where you loop it around your ears, but really not that bad. And you know, I have very little actual practice doing it, so I imagine if I was going like every day, it would get pretty easy to put the mask on and take it off. So let's see what we got here. The temperature is not changing. It's actually a little bit lower than when I put it in. This is encouraging. See, this thing draws about somewhere between 13 and 15 watts. That's a little under 4 watts for the fan, and about 9.25, 9.5, something like that, for the Chamber of Doom LEDs. It just occurred to me that maybe a temperature rise will not precede an explosion. It could just blow up. You've seen those videos with goons with their vape pens in their pocket. They're in a store. It's a surveillance video, and all of a sudden an explosion in their pocket, and they're injured. I guess people have actually been killed by them. Happens with the so-called hoverboards occasionally, except on a much grander scale because it's huge batteries. But it is to be taken seriously because of the power in those things. I'm presuming that this is not like the final solution. The proper solution would be a dedicated battery with a limiting circuit that just allows a little more amperage. Since some of them work and some of them don't, it must be like right on the edge of failure. So what I'm going to do here is put this thing on the floor so that if it does blow up, it's not got a lot of surrounding flammable materials to ignite. Okay, that is all.